Hey, brother, welcome to another day of following Jesus. Now, when the disciples came to Jesus and asked him to teach them how to pray, what was the first thing he said? He said, "Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name." There's a sense of reverence and awe when we come into the presence of God. And the sad fact about our discipleship, the sad fact about our following, is the sad fact that our hearts can pervert almost anything, including some of the most precious things to God, like prayer and giving. And Jesus comes to that in Mark chapter 12 when he says this in verse 38. And in his teaching, he said, "Beware of the scribes who like to walk around in long robes and like greetings in the marketplaces and have the best seats in the synagogues and the places of honor at feasts, who devour widows and houses for a pretense, make long prayers. They will receive the greater condemnation." He's talking about those who are opposers, those who are not really praying, they're performing. I have to admit, sometimes I don't know if this is correct or not. I'm a critic. I critique prayers and my own prayers. And one of the things we do, especially when we pray with other people, is we tend to perform. We tend to preach what people need to hear. We tend to instruct others in the group about details that they need to know, but that God already knows. We tend to instruct God about who he is and what he's done and what he ought to do for us. And there's a lot of things in prayer that are simply not humble and contrite, kind of like the scribes. I want to urge you as you pray, talk to God, talk to Jesus, talk to the person, be humble, listen to him. Now, another thing that can be perverted is our generosity. And Jesus follows this admonition about the scribes with this story about the rich who came and they gave large sums of money. Obviously, how would people know that they gave large sums of money unless they displayed it, unless they made it public? And then Jesus honors the widow. It says that the widow came and contributed out of her poverty. She gave 2 pennies. She gave what was so small. And it says, "For they all contributed out of their abundance," that was the scribes, the rich people, "but she out of her poverty has put in everything she had, all she had to live on." This is the true nature of giving, is not just to calculate, not just to give what is comfortable, but to give beyond that because we have a heart for God. We're coming with a humble and contrite spirit. We at Berean have just finished a missions conference, and it's made us aware of the needs around the world, the poverty in which people live, and the need for us to support those who have given their lives to live in another culture, to take the gospel of Jesus Christ there. And I think this is a spur to all of us to say, Lord, have I really given anything that took away from my pleasures, my conveniences, my plans, my travel, all the things that I enjoy? Have I really given out of faith? Well, it's easy to fake prayer. It's easy to pervert giving, but a true disciple is corrected by these stories of Jesus and says, I don't want to be that kind of person. I want to be a person who prays from a full heart in awe of God, and I want to be a person who gives because I have faith that he will provide, and I love him so much. Brothers, let's live in this way. Let's step into reality and the truth of this today. God bless you.